Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Automation Hub. Today I'm going to discuss about part 2 data driven testing using BDD framework. So in the part 1 I discussed about all the framework part like how we create BDD framework, how to create feature file, step definition file and test runner file, and how these all three files are running, like how we create the feature file, how we enter all the scenarios in the feature file, then we map the feature file into the step definition file, and we write all the code, Java code and Selenium code in the step definition file. Then using test runner class, we used to run the project, right, to get the output. In the test runner class, guys, we need to add Cucumber options and all. I already discussed all these three files, like three component, in the detail way in the part 1. So if you are new, you can go to the part 1 and you can check my tutorial. So in that you will understand the basic part, like how BDD works, right? How feature file work, how step definition and test runner file work. So this is a part 2. I am going to discuss about the data driven testing using BDD framework, right? So here we are going to check. Today I'm going to discuss about the scenario and what is scenario outline. Means why we use scenario and why we use scenario outline. Second is I'm going to discuss about like Cucumber options. We have multiple Cucumber options we have in BDD framework. I will explain everything one by one so you will understand in better way. Okay, so let's start. So today is first of all, I want to explain about Cucumber options. What are the Cucumber option we have and how we use, right? So first thing, guys, you need to understand, like, we have multiple types of Cucumber option, like five, six types, as you can see here. One is feature. These are the Cucumber options, right? One is feature. As I told you before, we create one test runner class. In that, we add a Cucumber option, right? And inside this, we add all the feature, glue, and dry run. These all are Cucumber option. So feature, I already told you about how why we use feature. When we use feature means we need to add our feature file path, right, in the test runner class. So as you can see here, I already mentioned this, but I can explain you today again. One second. Okay, runner class, right? So in the runner class, as you can see in the last tutorial, I explained you about this. Feature means we add the location of the feature file here. If you want to run your feature file, you need to add here what is the path. So you need to go to the feature file and you do the right click and property and copy the path location here. Copy the location and paste it here. So in that way, Cucumber will know, like, this is the path where feature file is stored, right? So this is the way, like, when feature equal to feature path, right? This is the meaning of feature option. Cucumber feature options. One is feature. Second one is, guys, glue. What is the glue? Glue we use to declare the step definition path. So as you can see, I have one folder package here, step definition. Under this, I have login step definition dot Java, this class, right? So I declared my step definition class here, path, sorry, path name you can mention here. Just copy the step definition name and mention here. So in that way, uh, compiler will know this is the step definition file stored here, right? So using glue we declare the step definition path, and using feature we declare the feature file path, right? These two are clear. Okay, so these are, guys, Cucumber options. Okay, third is dry run. Why we use dry run? So guys, These all are you if you are using older version of Cucumber, then you can declare these things, right? Because if you are using dry run and dry run equal to false, so when you run the script, when you do the right click and run as, so there will be nothing, just this will execute, right? But if you are using dry run equal to true, then if there is missing, like if any step definition is missing in your step definition class, then this will give you the output like this step definition is missing. So the use of dry run is this is checking used to check the mapping between your feature file and the step definition file. If the feature file steps and step definition file steps are matching, then this will give you no error. But if there is something is missing, then this will give you the output like this step is missing in the step definition file. So dry run means this will check the mapping part for the feature and step definition file. So this is the use of dry run. So whenever if you're using executing your script, if you want to check your if step definition is fully mapping or not, so you can check like you can mention like true and run the script. So in that way this will check if the feature and login step definition is mapping or not. So if there is no error, then you are good to go, right? Second, okay, I'm going to mention this as false, right? And false means nothing. This will not check if your mapping is done or not. This is not going to check anything, right? Okay. Fourth is a format. Guys, previously there was format. Cucumber option was also there. Format means you need to declare your format type. Like you can mention here like pretty, and you can the output you want to see in HTML format, you can mention here. If you want to JSON format, you can mention here. Just do the comma and mention the JSON part. And if you want to uh, your output in the XML format, you can mention here. All the thing you can mention in the format tag, right? This is the Cucumber option is format, and you can mention the output type, right? But now, like in the latest, you can use also plugin. If you are declaring as a plugin Cucumber option, then you can mention like pretty. So this will also give you the correct output as a readable format, right? So this is also the use of format. If you are using plugin, you can mention the format like pretty or HTML or anything you can mention here also. So this will consider as a format of output. So if you want to see your output is good in the HTML format or JSON format, you can mention here. So this is the use of plugin, Cucumber option, right? So we have one, two, three, four, and five. Sixth is guys monochrome. Why we use monochrome? Monochrome means if you are using monochrome Cucumber option and equal to true, so this will give you the output in the readable format, right? Firstly, what happened in the previous version when we do the execution, so the output was not in the proper way. Like you will get the like not the proper format. You will get the output in the different like keywords was there, timing or like something is there. So that's why we use monochrome. So if you are doing monochrome equal to true, so this will give you the output in the proper way, right? So if and there is a strict Cucumber option also there. So strict also use as dry run. So the same way strict also follow. Strict means this will follow strictly the Cucumber rules, right? So if you are declaring strict equal to true, so this will also check the mapping part of login feature file or step definition file. So if you are declaring strict equal to true, so this will also check if your mapping is done proper way or not. and if you're declaring strict equal to false, so it doesn't matter if you're following or not, this will execute your file, right? But if you are doing like strict equal to true, so this will check your mapping is done or not proper way. So strict and dry run is the same way, they follow the same pattern, they give you the same output. Like this dry run also check the mapping and strict also check the mapping. So guys, these all are the Cucumber options I wanted to tell you. But mm, but one thing also, like in the previous version we used to write these Cucumber option because we don't have the like latest functionality. But now we can do what? First of all, guys, you need to download, you need to install plugin, one plugin here. So previously what we do, there was no option to run feature file. We need to run the test runner file only, right? We do used to run the test runner file, just do the right click and you used to run the test runner file using JUnit test, right? Okay, but now we have one option. So if you want to run your feature file, you can do, just go to the help and go to the marketplace. So you go to the marketplace and right here type here Cucumber plugin. Once you type here, so you will see, one second, because I have already installed. One second, I will show you. So guys, yeah, this plugin I was talking about. If you install this plugin, Cucumber Eclipse plugin, so there is no need to run test runner class, you can run your feature file directly. So as you can see, I already installed here, right? So there is no need to run this test runner class, I can run my feature file directly. So if this is a feature file, I can do the right click and run as you can see Cucumber feature. So we have one option, we can see Cucumber feature. So using this, we can run our feature file. So there is no need to go here and mention like dry run or monochrome. There is no need because this will give you the readable format output, right? There is no need to mention. So you can do this way. So this is the better way, I can say. So just download this plugin, Cucumber Eclipse plugin, and this in that way, like after downloading, you can run your feature file using Cucumber feature, right? So okay, so guys, I already explained you about uh, Cucumber options, right? So these all are Cucumber option, as these all are, you can say, I can say, if you are preparing any interview and some interviewer ask these questions, so that's why I explained you. You can remember, like there is a, what are the Cucumber options, so you can say dry run, glue, tags, monochrome, format, strict, these are the Cucumber option. And what is the use? So simple, you can say feature Cucumber option we use to declare the feature file. Dry run we use to check the mapping is done or not. Glue we declare the step definition file. Tags we use in feature file, I will explain you later in different tutorial. Monochrome we use to check the give the correct output as a readable format, so that's why we declare monochrome as a true. Format is also the way we mention what is the uh, report. If you say which format you want to, uh, if you want your report, you can mention the for report type. So format we use this way. Strict we also check the mapping. So these all are the option of Cucumber options, right? So this thing is done, guys. Okay, so let's move to the data driven part, right? So data driven part, so guys, we have scenario and scenario outline, right? So why we use scenario and why we use scenario outline? So guys, two condition is there. If if you want to enter single line data, like if you want to log in your page for the one time only, there is no need to add your multiple login details. Just need to add username and password and just click on login button. So you can use scenario. So there is no need to use scenario outline. But if you are using scenario outline, example keyword. Using example keyword, we use examples keyword, and after this you can mention your column name, whatever you enter, like username you are mentioning, username and password, right? This way. One second. Okay. So see, this way we declare, okay, data. So username is like Mike. I will explain you. So in scenario, there is no need to use example, but if you are using scenario outline, we use examples keyword, right? And for scenario, we declare if you want to give the data, you can give in the single line, but if you want to give multiple data, you can use scenario outline. So you can give example keyword and you can give the data in the multiple, like multiple columns or multiple rows you can enter data. Okay, so I will explain you how we use scenario and how we use scenario outline, right? So let's start. So first of all, I'm going to explain you about scenario, right? So I'm going to create one new project here. So simple file, go to new, then project, then maven, then select, then select create simple project and click on next. Data driven concept Cucumber BDD, right? I'm mentioning this. The same thing I will copy here, artifact ID, then click on finish, right? So I created one project, Maven project here, simple Maven project here, right? I'm deleting this source folder. So one second, I will delete this. Also, I'm going to close this, right? Okay. Hmm. Okay. Also, I'm going to delete this. So this is the from scratch. You can understand how I'm working on this. So simple, just go to src main Java and create package. So first package I'm going to create as a features package I'm creating. Second I'm creating one step definition package. Step definitions. Step definitions. And third package I'm going to create here as a runner package, right? Runner, test runner, right? These three package I created because we need to create three files, right? One feature file, two step definition class or test runner class, right? So let's create one feature file. So I'm going to create one feature file. Go to file here. Okay, I am going to create feature file. One is demo QA something, demo QA. The feature file name is this, right? Feature. You need to add the extension also. The feature extension file extension will be dot feature, right? And click on finish, right? So once you click on finish, see, this file is created. Now we need to mention the scenario. First of all, I'm going to mention the feature. So feature is demo QA field data feature, text field data feature, right? This name I gave already. Okay, then I'm going to give enter mention scenario. Okay, then you need to mention like demo QA. You can mention whatever you want to as per your requirement. Demo QA text functionality, right? I'm going to check this functionality, right? Like this. Okay, Okay, so we give the feature name here. Then I already gave the scenario. So right now I'm not using any example keyword. I am using simple scenario, and I want to give the data, right? I want to achieve the data driven approach, right? Using BDD, right? So let's do one thing. Okay, first the given, what is given? Given user is already on demo QA page, right? Then then okay, I'm when user enters when user enters, okay, Mike first name and email abcd at gmail.com. Okay, okay, then user click clicks on submit button, right? Okay, so see guys, I added 4 lines here, 3 lines basically. Okay, so here this thing I wanted to explain first. Okay, so this website I wanted to explain you how what we are going to do. So here I want to enter first name, full name here, and email, right? Then I want to click on this submit. So first I am going to fetch this email, right? First we need to enter this, then click on submit. So I want to give the name here, full name here, and the email ID, right? So I want to give the two data, so I am entering here the data directly. I am not giving any a parameter here, I am giving the data directly. So if you want to give the direct data directly using scenario, you need to use scenario. So using scenario you can mention like this way. So this is the mic and this is the email, right? So this will pick the data from feature file. So let's create the step definition. First of all, let's create the step definition file. So simple, I'm going to create class here. The feature file name is demo QA, right? So I'm going to mention here demo QA step definitions, right? Step definitions. Okay, there is no need to select the give the finish, click on finish. Okay, now we created this. Do one thing. Okay, so I want to create my step definition first, right? Create first test runner class, right? So like simple, I'm going to create test runner class here. So this is test runner, right? I'm going to create here test runner class, and here I want to give the at the rate run with cucumber dot class, right? First we need to add here this, import this, add. Okay, first of all, guys, we need to add the dependency, right? We did not added any dependency. That's why we are not getting any options, right? I forgot to add. One second. First of all, we need to add the dependency here. So I'm going to copy from here, right? So I'm going to copy from here all the dependencies. So I will add in the description also. So there is no need to write. I will add so you can copy paste from there, right, directly, right? So I'm going to add here the dependency. So after that we will get the import option because we are not getting any import, right? Okay, one second. Dependencies, one second, I need to close this also, right? So I did added all the dependency. So now this will work, right? So first of all, we need to add all the dependency like Cucumber, Java, and Jerkin and JUnit. So these all dependency you need to add. After that you can import the classes, right? Save just. Okay, now what we need to do? Okay, so I will remove this first of all, then I will explain you. Okay, so here I added run with cucumber dot class and cucumber option, two things I did added. Now we need to copy the path, feature file path, right? So what is the feature file path? I am going to copy from here. So this is the my feature file, right? Feature file, right? So I'm going to copy from here and just paste it here, right? Then do the comma and glue. Glue, what is the use of glue? We use to declare our step definition, right? So what is the step definition name? So simple. I will copy from here. Okay, simple properties, go to properties and copy from there. Step definition, right? And in the double quote, you can use like this, okay? And save. So once you saved here, okay, let's run this. I did not added any step definition right now. I'm just running, I just created feature file and I'm running the, okay, so one second. So I am running my feature file here, okay. So I just run my feature file here. So you can see all the missing step definition, we got the format, right? So you can do one thing, you can just copy paste here, just copy and paste, copy paste here all the snippet, all the missing snippet, right? These all three annotation was missing in the step definition, right? Because we did not added any step definition in the this class, right? So I just copy here and I'm going to paste it here, right? See, I did paste it here. Just import the given annotations here from here. Just import all the annotations. Okay. And just remove all the code here from here. Okay. So I'm removing my code from here. Okay. See, I did remove all the code. Okay. After that, what we need to do? We need to add our code, right? Okay. So what we need to do? We need to first initialize driver because I want to enter this full name and email ID, then I want to click on this submit, right? So we need to launch this URL, right? So just copy from here and do one thing, first initialize your driver. So I'm going to first give here web driver, right? First I did initialize from here, then time, right? So I'm going to copy paste from here this 4 line of code, right? I'm going to copy paste here. Okay, so let's copy from there and paste it here, right? So I'm going to close this. So I did copy paste this 4th line of code because I used previously also. So this is here system dot set property where my driver is stored. I just added the path, then I'm declaring the edge driver here, then maximizing the window, then I did give the implicitly wait here, so this will load all the elements. After that I am launching this application, right? So we need to launch this, right? First of all we need to launch this, then what we need to do, second task is we need to enter a username and password, right? So as you can see, I did give all the output here, like what we need to enter. The parameter value I gave here in the feature file, right? So right now I'm using scenario. That's why I am not declaring any example keyword. I'm giving the output value from like here. I'm mentioning here in the double quote. So you can give the whatever you want to enter, you can pass here and you can fetch the value from feature file, right? So we are going to fetch the value from feature file right now. So let's do the one thing. Okay, so we have already the format here, right? We need to initialize, like add the annotation, then we need to add this expression, regular expression. Instead of this value, like double quote, you need to add the regular expression, right? So this regular expression you can use. Okay, then and then again we are using one value, so we are giving the regular expression, right? And here I did added the argument 1 and argument 2. So I'm giving the name as a full name here, and the email, right? Because we are giving the email, right? So full name I will give here also. Full name Mike Lee. Like this I give the name, right? So this name I am giving here. So same name will add here, right? Because we are going to fetch the value from the feature file. So this will fetch the value from this line, right? So let's see. Okay, so let's see. First, we need to locate the element, right? So let's do one thing. Just do go to the this application, right click and inspect. So once you inspect this, you will see the ID, right? ID for you full name, right? Just copy the ID and go to here, okay, and give the driver dot find element by dot ID, okay, and provide the ID value here inside this, then dot send keys, because we are entering the value, right? And entering the value what? Full name. So just pass the variable name here, right? Then the same way we are going to enter the email, right? So I'm going to here and just inspect this value in email field also. So I'm going to inspect this email field. So the ID is user email. Copy here and paste it here, right? And I'm going to give the parameter name here. Okay, so do one thing. See, okay, here I provide added two parameters, right? Full name and email. And these parameter value will fetch from feature file, right? Because I did give the value here, direct value. So I'm not giving any parameter here. I'm giving the output value, right? What we need to enter in the text box, right? So the value I'm giving here, right? So let's do one thing. Okay, so once you will add this way, so this value will fetch from feature file directly, because here we are declaring the parameter and here we are giving the annotation. So annotation value will be stored here, right? So this way we are fetching the value first. Okay, then I want to click on the submit, right? So driver, first inspect the submit button here. So I'm going to inspect this. Just click here. So you can see ID is submit, right? So I'm going to give the ID also. So driver dot find element by dot ID, simple, and give the ID name here. Then click on sub click operation we need to perform, right? We need to click on the submit button, then will this will submit, right? Then I want to close my driver. So driver dot quit. I'm going to use quit, so this will close all the window, right? So okay, so I did added all the code for what we need to do, right? So guys, see here. First of all, in the feature file, I give added the output value what we need to enter in the application, right? Full name here and the email ID is this, right? So first of all, what is the steps? Given what is given, user is already on demo queue page. So this once I will launch my URL, so this will move to directly in this page. So this page is already there, right? Then what we need to do? Then you when user enter, then I'm going to I will say then, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, when user enters mic and ABCD email address. Okay, so I did give the value here. So this will enter here the full name Mike Lee and the email is this. Okay, then we are going to click on this. So then annotation, then keyword I'm using, then user click on submit button. Okay, this operation I want to perform. So the same step definition I added here, right? First, I am already on login page, so I am launching the website and this will move to the login page, right? The main page, right? Then user is entering the value, then user is closing clicking on submit button, then close the window, right? So let's run this feature and let's see if we are getting the correct output or not. Okay, run as feature. See, because we added the Cucumber Eclipse plugin, that's why we are getting this options. If you are not going to add, then you will not able to execute the feature file. You need to execute the test runner class, right? But if you are using feature Cucumber API plugin, so you can uh, execute your feature file using Cucumber feature. So right now I'm executing my feature file directly, right? So just do the right click, run as Cucumber feature. Okay. See, website launch. Okay. So see, name will enter and this will click on submit. You will see name will enter, then click on submit, then window will close. Right now it's loading. See, name entered. So if you see the output, output is what? First, what is, ignore the red part, illegal part, just ignore this. See the feature. What feature is done? Demo QA. Okay. Then scenario, which scenario executed? This one, right? And see here. These all three steps are executed, right? So one scenario passed, three steps are passed, right? So we got the we executed in the correct way, right? So everything was fine. So see, user entered the Mike Lee and the email is this. So this is the way when we are not using example keyword, we are using scenario only, and we are giving the value directly in the feature file, right? We are not using example keyword. So this is the way if you want to enter any input data or any value you want to give, you if the data, if you want to give in the single way, single statement, you can use scenario. And if you want to give the multiple data, then you need to use example keyword and you need to use scenario outline. So guys, right now what is done, we checked how this is working when we give the data directly in the feature file using scenario, right? And let's see how this will work when we use scenario outline, right? Okay, so I'm going to comment this simple, just add the hash, so this will comment it out, right? Okay, so right now I did added this and simple, I'm going to copy paste here from here and okay, copy, I did copy paste here one thing. Okay, so right now what is going on? Right now I will use scenario outline. See, everything will be saved. I just mentioned scenario outline. On here I will give as a this way we need to declare full name, right? And here I will declare as a full name and here I will declare as a email, right? Then I am going to use example keyword, right? Because we are example keyword, right? Pulse keyword. Because why we are using example keywords, because I want to enter multiple data in the same field. That's why I'm using example keyword. So what you will do, you need to copy the same value from here, like this value. Just add pi, then this, then pi, then what other value you want to enter, email. So I will add like this, then pi, right? This is the like column name, as you can say, right? This value we need to enter multiple full names and multiple email address, right? Then I am going to again add one. Full name is like John Lee, right? And email is like this, gmail.com, right? Right, I did added one data. One data I added, then again I am going to add another data like Mike, right? Mike Smith, right? And abc at gmail.com, right? Like this I added two data. As like this you can add multiple data like 10, 15, whatever entry, whatever data you want to enter, you can give like this. Just use pi and give the data value, right? So right now I did declare this way, right? So just save here. So see, right now I'm using scenario outline and I am using examples keyword because I want to give full name, multiple types, full name and multiple types of email address. Like I want to submit multiple data. Like first I'm giving Mike, then I'm giving John, then I'm giving uh, Vicky. Like this, I'm giving the data in the same website, right? So I want to check multiple data, so I'm using examples keyword. Let's move to step definition file. So once you will move to here, you need to do what? Everything will be same. Nothing you need to change, right? Because you are using a regular expression here, everything is fine. You are using the parameter, you are giving the parameter name here, so you will get the value from there, right? So everything is fine. There is no need to change, right? Because I want to enter the full name here and I want to enter the email, right? So let's run this program without change anything. Let's run if this will work or not. Okay, let's see. Website open. First this will enter and click on submit, then close the window. Then again second entry will submit like this. This will launch two times. See, one is done, one is done. Second time again this will entering the second data, right? So this time this will enter Lee name. Name Lee, full name Lee Smith, and the email is ABC like this, and click on submit. So see, this will enter second type data. See, so guys see, two scenario here. The what is output? See here. One is first scenario is done. First this entered John Lee. John Lee, the value is entered like John and the email address was this. Firstly, this was entered, then window was closed, then again moved to second data, Mike Smith, and Gmail was this. Secondly, this was entered and see the steps. Two scenario passed, six steps passed, right? Because we give the data two times. If you are giving the data multiple like 10 times, so this will execute 10 times in the same way. Every time different data will pick and every time this will execute. So this is the difference, guys. This is the main difference. If you want to give the data in a single statement, like in the one time you want to give the data, so you can declare inside this feature file directly. There is no need to use scenario outline. You can give the scenario name and you can enter the data like this using double quote, right? This is the first difference. And if you want to enter multiple data in the same field, then you can use examples keyword under scenario outline. So you need to declare scenario outline as a name, then you can use examples keyword and you can give the name like the column name here and the value is here. So this will understand the value is full name will this and the email was this, right? So this is the way, guys, to enter multiple data, right? And if you want to enter single data, you can use this. So this is the main difference. If you are using scenario, you can declare enter the data in single way, single statement. If you want to use examples keyword, you can enter multiple data and you need to use scenario outline. So this is the data driven approach, guys. We have another options also. I did explain these two part only right now in this tutorial, because if I'm going to explain the other part, this will be a very long tutorial. So that's why I'm explaining this 2 points right now, and I will again I will create another part, part 3. Then I will explain how we fetch the data using data table and hash map, right? How we use how we are going to use data table, and how we are going to fetch the data from external files also, right? This is the data driven approach. In the way we can enter the data directly, or we can give the use the example keyword. And there is another way also, we can fetch the data using data tables. Okay, there is no need to use examples keyword. You can give directly the data and the column name, and you can use the data table. Using data table you can give the fetch the data. So I will create another tutorial for this, and I will explain everything. So guys, this is all I explained till now. So I think everything is done. Scenario and scenario outline is covered here. And what are the cucumber options? So these all are the part of this tutorial, part 2. So this is the way, guys. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Please like and subscribe to my channel so you can get the another notification, and I will make another topic tutorial for another part. Okay. So thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.